do. Just so we can go ahead and remain on the same page here. This is what classic mode is. Start a new game in the spirit of the original Dead Space. Only classic weapons can be built via blueprints. Co-op is disabled. Classic game is enabled. Difficulty level is hard. Unlocks the devil horns. So it's supposed to be a much harder playthrough of base game. It's supposed to be, the weapons are based off of the original Dead Space weapons, so I can only have like the line gun, the violent cutter, the plasma rifle, all that stuff. So, yeah. Go from here. Okay. This should be on classic mode. It didn't give me a difficulty option, so I'm assuming it is. I guess you can new game plus classic if you're crazy. Hello there. It's a trap. Good morning, good morning. Late start to the stream today. I had to wait for my stepdad to get here to fix something on his phone. He had dropped it, I guess, and knocked out the SIM card tray. He didn't know how to fix it. He didn't know what was wrong with it. So, yeah. I forgot we also need our death counter, which is not working on Elgato. Okay.
Oh.
Got that. How are we doing this morning? How was your
This is Whiskey 250.
Call of Duty stream last night?
Come on. Alpha Niner. This is Whiskey 250.
Okay. Maybe we're not gonna have a death counter today.
Serrano, do you read me?
Because the
Tim! Oh, thank God!
button's not working apparently.
Find it. Doc, I'm not even sure what we're looking for.
This may end badly, as I might have a lot of deaths on this run. Because there are a lot of things.
What?
Yeah. Plus I applied to another job. Not a bad thing towards work. But the school needs a new IT person full time. I guess the last person quit. So I applied. See what happens. I'd rather be full-time IT and at least get paid for it, as opposed to part-time family IT and not getting paid for it. Now, if someone wanted to take some money off my rent,
this.
do it. Sure.
Oh, he's dependent on you. You're a soldier, right? Right.
Yeah, this might end very poorly. Let me know if anything's too loud, if you can't hear me or anything like that. I was noticed when I was streaming Fortnite last night, the game was super loud. Much louder than my chat was. My Discord chat was. It's gonna be the first
Doc,
one. We're gonna see how bad this is gonna be.
Good! Can you get inside?
It's all sealed up.
Look around! There must be a way!
Finally, some ammunition.
Yeah, how do we start off with this gun? It's based around OG Dead Space. Let's see how this goes. I'm just gonna crank it down just a little bit further. Let me know if that's good enough. Oh, good enough, Dad. What's up, man? Fodder axe. I'm gonna be more careful this playthrough because
Good! You're looking for a cylinder.
that
about
should be
half a meter
better,
long.
maybe.
Do you see it?
Maybe. Yay, on the fly audio. I think I would have fixed it before I started playing. That man eated himself. So what is this way to run faster? Too tight of a space to be running around. you go.
I got it. Doc, I got it.
Hey, Dustin Audio. Hold on. What is going on here? You good, OBS? You good?
Hey, Doc, I'm happy. But I got whatever this is.
The codex! The key to saving everything! Meet me at the silo and don't for anyone!
Fucking coconut mall by your own people. You've just been coconut mall. My friend. Jump. I'm not sure what was exploding up from that. I want my first step to be on the prologue. Whoop! As it's almost on the prologue. Proceed to roll into the debris. I hear myself for a fat second. Okay, it's kind of loud, but it's not like the worst thing in the world, I guess. No, we all need to have in our streams from now on. Still seems loud compared to me. I will crank it down a little bit further. No, we all need it other than volume correction. Hand shark.
Where's Dr. Serrano?
Earl Serrano, always the optimist.
Well, he said I should take.
See how long I can keep the
He
hand
said
shark up.
There's still time to stop it, sir. There's still time.
We lost control! And now, for the love of Earth,
Daddy shark doo 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 doo.
And
Daddy
the
shark doo
sovereign
doo doo
colonies,
doo.
we've
I
got
played
to
this
do
game
what's right.
doo 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 20 times.
you love the Earth, son.
Alright, enough with the shark.
And Dad.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be allowed to have hand sharks.
Yes, sir. Of
This
course.
is what happens when I used to work at Walmart and lose my mind.
Glad to hear that.
Crank that down a little bit more. It's all the action segments in the game that make it so loud. I think that's the problem. It's not loud itself, it's the action that happens. It also might be weird because I'm using OBS right now instead of Streamlabs OBS just because I felt like swapping to the different program for a little bit. I think OBS captures audio in a different way than Streamlabs does. You have a hand, Mickey. Hold that bitch up and go, oh boy! Welcome to Dead Space. This is the wrong clubhouse. Miska, Muska, Mickey. I am jacked up to this. So I may have sat here this morning making TikToks, and one of them involved me snorting gamer subs,
Pick up the phone.
like the things I normally drink.
Look, I just called to say
The other one was
I have to.
it was making fun of someone that was like, oh, the only thing you need to do is make yourself more energized before you stream forehead. So I jokingly made coffee with Monster. I didn't actually have Monster, it was an empty can, so I just used water. Chugged coffee, because I did make that. And then I took the Gamer Subs thing that I just snorted, same scoop, and I put it in my mouth directly with no water and just ate it basically. And then downed it with water afterwards, or no, downed it with coffee afterwards, I'm sorry. And that was a TikTok I made. And then I just proceeded to make another thing at Gamer Subs. So I'm like currently jacked off my mind right now. And also my wife's not home, so I can actually be like animated not to deal with her nonsense today. Not that she's bad, but it's just very awkward trying to stream and be silly when she's here.
Destroyed too, which is why
Mickey
we're
plays
here.
Pokemon. Oh, that's good. Do it.
For you.
No.
Whole time. Oh, there's Warlord.
I'm done with that. You find somebody else for your suicide mission.
Donald.
We did. Before we lost contact with her. She told us to find you.
It's a Mudkip. Oh.
Where is she? What'd you do to her? Where is she?
I want to get TOS because I sound like me. Come after me, Disney, you fucking bricks.
Captain, run out of time. Gotta go.
She's out there all alone.
I have to try and keep myself motivated a little bit for this because it's Dead Space on Classic. This is 3 on Classic mode, so it's harder. Plus,
Okay.
yeah. How does it start this one off? Am I gonna have a pistol off the bat?
Let's get moving.
It does. It gives me a plasma cutter right off the bat instead of the shitty SMG they hand me. Okay, we're already starting off at a different take. Cool. Choo. Question becomes, do I go for as much as I can, like the optional side quests and stuff like that? I feel like I might have to.
Okay. I said I'd help you. Now where's Ellie? How long has she been missing?
Just shut up and get over here. We'll explain later.
I'm also gonna be very jumpy because I need to not die. It's gonna be harder.
Hey. Who the hell are you guys?
Earth Gov's last battalion. Name's Norton.
Like the invisible
Captain
wall
Robert
on Norton.
Sergeant John Carter.
Or no.
Last battalion, what do you mean?
There's supposed to be a
That means
trash
last
can here, I
genius,
think.
as in no more left.
I'm walking straight.
Looks clear.
You have the remote, you have to fix
No
it.
more left.
That's all right. Let's go.
Looks like you're staying there. Allahu, snack buddy! What's the most offensive thing I can say on stream? That, probably. Actually, okay. Maybe not. There's probably way more offensive things I can say on stream. Alright, we have to... Oh shit, I gotta move because they can kill me. Straight up kill me. Cover button was. I honestly haven't played this game in like 2 weeks? No. When was the last time I did the? When did I do the Awaken stream? A week and a half. I haven't played this game since I beat Awaken, to be honest. I haven't played any Dead Spaces. I have intentions on playing through the games again and recording them all again, but without my face anywhere. But it didn't touch me at all. So he's doing other stuff. It's not gonna know that. Nope.
Norton, these are unitologists. Why are they trying to kill us?
You! They're trying to kill you!
What?
Get out of there! Shut your trap!
On the plus side, I think it gives you the standard plasma cutter that does like all the crazy amounts of damage. So I actually should be a little bit better off with killing things faster.
Why are these fanatics after me?
The other thing I don't have to mess with, like, worrying about certain things.
Plan.
You gotta find a good question of the day idea.
Convergence?
Yeah,
Um,
thinks you can stop it.
So now
You know
she's
what? I
missing
might
and
have one
follows
for you.
you
Because
here.
the other thing I did it this morning for TikTok, it was a joke, was you get handed the keys to any video game company in the world. What changes would you make?
Seen this man? Where is he?
So I'm not sure if you've done that one yet or not. But the example I gave was 343 Industries and making Halo, Halo again. So I think that'd be a pretty good question. It's pretty open-ended. You might get some pretty interesting responses out of that. Especially if anyone's like salty about a particular franchise or company or anything like that. I think you might actually get some pretty good stuff. Thought. See? My take on it was, I jokingly said that all the board members need to go back to the drawing board and play through the game on Mythic difficulty, and then come back to the room and make decisions. praised whoever came up with the armor customizations because they're pretty cool and unlocks. Praised the guy who came up with the fire team idea for campaign, where you know every player on the co-op plays as like Locke or Buck or Kelly and Fred, and then the Chief himself. Give me 1 second. Sitting here yelling at my kid to get out of the kitchen. He's right here next to me. Whoops, my bad. Yep, the bodies. I'm kind of just breezing through this. If I miss anything, I miss anything. This is not like the end of the world if I don't collect like a certain thing. I mean, ammo's going to be kind of hard to not want to get. Same with some mods. I'm not sure what mods I get to keep, or if I get to keep any of them.
So you can imagine what they think of you. Have you reached the extraction site yet?
No, I think you get some pretty good response, especially for people who are like salty about Epic or Respawn or Activision. I think you get some pretty good responses out of that. I could have a few, especially for something like Insomniac and stuff like that. Absolutely. Alright, go, stay dry. Just go potty and stay dry. I don't think what else you can do. Like publishers too. Be the guy that actually decides what games get published.
This one's still alive. Bring him here.
I guess this one's still alive, as if he didn't know who I was. I really wish that was Norton.
Isaac Clarke. Just the man I was looking for.
I do like how it did start me off with just plasma
You're
turtle.
going to be dead in a matter of minutes. Pick him up. There's something I'd like you to
I'd like to be able to
see.
skip this. I can't. Alright, so we're just gonna chat
There.
for a little bit.
You see that? That's a marker.
I did change some things with my lighting. I actually have
everywhere at all the
a
major
light
colonies and
here now. So you can't tell from the shadows.
As part of the marker test program, Isaac, you helped make them.
Oh, please.
And today, you of all people get
The other
to
one I
watch
want to take
me
the keys
set
away
them
from
free.
No,
is,
you'll kill everyone.
oh, what
That
was
is
it?
only the beginning, Isaac.
There's a game that,
Nature
like,
must take
needed a
its
sequel.
course
They
and
never
I
made it or
can't
something like
allow
that.
you or anyone else to stop that.
There's a lot of games like that.
Eyes forward, Isaac. Pay attention.
You know what? I'd take the keys away from FromSoft. Let me be in charge of Armored Core. Please. We need to get to work on that. We need a new robot shooting fighting
Time for
game.
you to join the cycle of rebirth.
You can't tell me that yeah, bring back the Chow Garden. No, the Chow Garden was, like, unironically my favorite part about the game. For no reason. Like, I didn't care too much about, like, the weird mutations they made when they ate an animal, but I liked training a Chow to be able to, like, do karate and race and fly and stuff like that, and if you treated them correctly or were a good guy, you got a angelic version. If you were enemy or bad guy or mistreated the Chow, you got like a dark version of it. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh shit.
Let's see how this part goes. Oh, that's right, once we use the med pack. Oh, already not. Well, you know what? That's not the worst thing. I'm more curious to see if, I get into one of those like really heavy enemy rooms, if it's going to be like waves of enemies, or if they kind of dumb them down a little bit. Oh, that was awesome. If they could bring back any of the War for Cybertron series, because it was a trilogy, and all three of them were fantastic. I think they just needed a little bit more support and less of the forced online multiplayer. The was it War for Cybertron, or was it one of the other ones in that series? It had like a horde mode kind of thing, where you got to play as either the Autobots or the Decepticons and fight off like the I don't remember which cons they were, but basically just like mindless zombies. That was cool. I like that mode. It was an awesome mode. I was trying to not do damage. Oh, and we were already. I like the multiplayer. It was good. It's just They put a lot of importance on multiplayer when it didn't need to be. I mostly, actually, you know what? I did play the multiplayer a lot. Now that I'm remembering it more often, yeah, I played the hell out of that multiplayer. It was good. It's just like we didn't get up. How am I missing every shot on this guy? My favorite was honestly playing as one of the flying, one of the flying Transformers, and just flying around the map, landing, beating the piss out of something, and then leaving. It's probably like the most fun part about that entire thing. So I think that's my answer. I definitely want a new Transformers game. I've got a lot of health. What? Can I check my difficulty? Hold on. I can't change difficulty. Okay, so this must be classic. Yeah, you can't buy it anymore. You might be able to buy... I mean, you have to buy like a disc version of it and play it on like a PS3 or an Xbox 360, but you might have to go that route.
Dan, it got here first.
I do have a 360, I just don't have the games. I kind of want to get them again, even though you probably can't go on multiplayer anymore. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then the campaign was also pretty good too. I think I only played the campaign for one of them, the first one. There's like 2 or 3 of them that came out. I didn't play the other 2. Something like that. I don't. Memory's failing me on that game. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. I just can't for the life of me remember anything about it. I'd like to be able to use that. What? It is. Hey, you have a controller. Yeah. Where's my, what? You have it. It's on. Goofball? Excuse me like that. Are you talking about Ring of Fire? Down, 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 fire. Seems to be the first one to kill me. Okay, buddy. Give me 1 second. Middle of dying. How did that not? Oh, that's right, hard mode. Have a body? Oh god, it's gonna have that one too. Oh no. I might change that org position. Stop shooting me. What is going on? Billy Club. Stop. Stop. You need to be stopped. How did that miss? That's weird, it didn't grab me. Okay. Wow, that fight sucked. Oh no. It still feels like there's less enemies, unless I'm just not remembering it correctly. Which is a good thing, I have no more stasis. Oh, that's not good. And if something go low on health too, that's not good either. You having these problems already? Yeah, there's you. Can you give me your arm? What's up? You've got... What's wrong? Oh. sentences are getting so clear, baby girl. Grab some food. Oh yeah, it is, what, 11 o'clock? Just about. Oh shit.
Damn it. No trains. Okay, I made it to the train station.
What about Danik's men?
I lost some in the panic. This outbreak
Oh,
may
it's gonna
buy
be a
us some
fun
time.
thing. I don't like the train as it is. Oh no.
No good. Looks like the train was getting refitted with a new power car.
So?
I'm gonna have to put it back together.
We'll do it fast. Danik's gunships aren't far off. We'll try to draw them away then. Be fast.
Be fast.
Train assembly incomplete. Please attach
Oh.
engine and fuel car before
That,
initiating
that's
departure
jumpy.
sequence.
I think I got all the shit I can collect. Yeah. Yeah, now it's just a matter of not dying. Right, there's nothing behind these, right? No. There's nothing behind that one. Whoa.
All train cars are aligned. Departure process initializing. Please board to the rear of the train.
Come on.
All right, Norton. The train's hooked up and ready to head out the south gate. You can't miss it. It'll be the only thing moving.
All right, understood. I'll close in once you clear the city. Be ready for pickup. This is going to be tricky.
Whoop. Hello. I don't know what just happened there, but the game was not liking it. Grayson, stop.
You still haven't told me what happened to Ellie.
Now it's not the best time, I think.
Is she
It's
alive?
the best time.
Last I saw her was a keyhole station. She said she was onto something big, shocked out to some secret coordinates, and then we lost contact. I know your ex-girlfriend very well. She's still alive and mad as hell. We haven't found her yet.
She always has stuff like bloody mark on her head. Yeah, there you go.
Ah, here comes the cavalry.
Norton, which ship is the Eudora?
The bigger one that just flew over your head.
There's a bigger ship that flew over my head. Shoot. I don't know who just laughed like that, but they're having way too much fun card money.
Shit, lost the main battery. Isaac, get your ass up here.
Piper, leave alone, baby girl. Oh.
Now or never, Isaac, come on.
I just decapitated those men. Oopsies. They didn't have a chance to say hi. They were just like, we are.
Never look right. There was nothing left.
Yep. Come on, Carver. At this point, I don't know what I just grabbed down to. Alright, cool. I need to drink now. Isaac waking up.
Who's that?
You all have like the same like
Cute kid.
shitty quality picture.
Dead. Danik killed him and his mother.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Don't be. We're not friends.
Don't need to be a
Thanks for the
dick
rescue
about it.
back there.
Try harder next time.
Carver, Isaac, a weekend.
Yeah.
Good, we're almost there. Get your asses
Who do
to
you think
the
he's talking
bridge.
to? Himself? Probably. Alright. Did you just use the medium? Shut up. No, okay.
Recorded message playback.
Hey, look, I'm on patrol. Make this quick, all right?
It's his birthday.
Shit.
Is that Dad? Thanks for the present, Dad. When are you coming home?
Soon.
Okay. I love you, Dad. Who wants to play soldier?
You're a shitty dad.
You gave him a soldier.
John.
And you feel bad.
Well, listen up. 13 days ago, Agent Ellie Langford and her team attempted a blind shot to an uncharted planet. She believes it holds the secret to stopping this marker epidemic. But we've been unable to make contact. Our number one priority is finding...
Yeah, those are going to be loud enough that it's going to scare you. Y'all making toast. I just realized I filled myself up on like caffeine and energy supplements and then didn't have anything to eat. Oops. I'm a good adult. Blue, shiny. EGov. What was that just behind me? Alright, whatever. Y'all wanna give me some armor?
15 seconds to target.
Maybe.
Standing by to D-shot.
All right, people, we're going in blind, so stay tight on that exit vector. Rosen, count it out.
Exit.
On the plus side, there should be a glitch in here
Shocking in
that
5, 4,
they didn't take out.
3, 2.
I should be able to get the achievement for completing all optional objectives without doing any of the side co-op ones because there's no co-op mode.
What's left of one?
So technically, it finishes.
Rosen!
I see it.
Christ, this place is a junkyard.
More like a graveyard.
Any sign of Ellie's ship?
I'm reading several transponders, but none of them are ours. According to the registry, they're sovereign colonies' warships.
You serious? They'd be over 200 years old.
Wait, I'm getting something.
That sounds about right.
It's an SOS coming from that ship dead ahead. The CMS.
Gotta get on a
phone
different
number.
kind of toast
Could
life.
be Ellie.
Yeah, let's hope so. All right, Rosen, close to 500 clicks.
Aye, sir.
Those lights, are they beacons?
Hang on.
I like how the entire ship full of highly trained, we'll call them military, can't tell the difference between blinking lights for beacons and mines that are gonna blow up the ship. And no one's on the guns to like, shoot them.
Grab some of that paneling and seal up that doorway.
Since when are you giving the orders?
Since somebody else has a fucking plan. Look, I'll explain as I go. Carver, where can I find an EVA chute? Down that way!
Don't start arguing. And so it begins. Children. Not as bad as it was yesterday and the day before. The only downside is where I have to do all this, or where I do all this stuff, is it's in the living room, more or less. Yeah, so I have to keep pausing like that. But the problem is with my wife being home last week is the kids never really were truly out of my hair, and they were just louder, because now if she wasn't paying attention to them, they were freaking out, and they were like demanding attention. So of course, it makes sense. But then also they were just fighting each other for no reason, and she wasn't stopping them, so it's like, oh cool.
The room's sealed! What now?
I'm gonna try to
It was
free
a
him out here.
kind of a disaster.
Okay, I can see the room. Rosen,
Stop spitting.
Locke, brace yourselves. Once I release the clamps, it's gonna blow us clear of your door. Everyone find something to hang on to.
There's the clamps. Send it. Full send or nothing. Our ship got, like, torn up. Also, this man has the fastest boosters in the world.
I can't slow it down!
Try to steer towards me! I can almost reach you!
Whoa! Mine! Mine!
You have a giant square. You can use to defend against mines.
Isaac, where are you?
I'm coming! Just hang on!
Those boosters on that box are like really good. I'm seeing her wasting ammo instead of just dodging the mines. Plays Iron Man VR one time.
I can't see around it!
Then punch through it!
Oh no! Oh no!
I got it!
Get it under control!
How does that not rip your arm right off?
It's slowing!
Okay. Okay. There we go.
Jesus. Let's not do that again.
That's like...
Can you make it to that cargo dock?
Yeah, you think there's air on board?
Ellie's SOS is coming from somewhere inside, so let's hope so.
That's like grabbing onto the spinning circle thing at the playground when it's at full spin and not falling over. Yep, air meter.
Oh, God, it looks like the power's out everywhere. There's no way to activate the cargo
Video game
doors.
launcher.
I think there's a manual crank on the other door. See it?
Right. I'll see if I can
This is
get
the same
inside.
game that has manual cranks. Oh, I hear a
Got air.
spot for me to send out a survey bot. I don't have.
Any sign of Ellie?
Anyway,
No.
yeah, it's the same game that has like advanced spaceships
Been here in a long
and
time.
then manual hand cranks.
I'll try to open the cargo
Look
doors.
at this, just a valve. Inertia means nothing. Fuck you. Inertia's not a thing. No, where I am isn't a thing either. Just random boxes. Open you up.
It's getting hard to breathe. How much longer?
We're working as fast as we can.
Mark's really pale.
Close the
I can't
door.
stop the bleeding.
Hey, Isaac. Okay, meet me at the door. I can let you in from this side. All right, there. Now get in here. Give me a hand.
Come in. There we go.
Isaac, Ellie's SOS is coming
Also,
from deeper inside this
there's
ship,
no
but I
oxygen,
can't
but
leave
there's
Rosen
rust outside
alive.
the ship.
Send me the coordinates. I'll go check it out.
Here you go. You don't stray too far. That's an order.
I think there's materials up here. Shit. Alright, well, they're probably gone by now. I did see a certain thing coming in when I looked at the inventory, because I had nothing better to do Sunday night. That I'm very interested in that doesn't come out technically until the 7th, and I'm there for it. It might be a certain oversized card pack coming in. And I'm all for it.
It's a dead end. Looks like someone shut a bulkhead for quarantine.
Ah, can we cut through it?
No. It's too thick.
And then more or less behave with my money right now because I'm still waiting for this tax return to come in. Still ain't gotten to my account yet. I checked this morning. Huh. If one happens to still be there tomorrow when I come in, I will 100% go ahead and cop one of those. But I'm not going to hold my hopes up for it. I guarantee that at least 1 or 2 people are probably going to show up today and be like, hey. Unless they gave up. I know a lot of people who have given up because they're like, you know what, they're not stocking them anymore, moving on to the next thing. It's fine by me. But I know the next starter set's coming out. The only weird part is it's street dated for a random time. You think they would just make it May 1st? Street dated for May 7th.
That did it. And there's a bench on the same circuit.
Bench.
With all the parts lying around here, I bet I can make a better weapon.
Get my planet cracker.
Yeah, smart thinking.
Stasis unlocked. I can only use. Can I use the evangelizer? I wonder if it'll let me use the evangelizer. It shouldn't. It's supposed to only allow me to use, like, certain things. I guess that does make sense. I can't get over the crafting menu. Yeah, I can't craft it. Oh, because you know why? I don't have any of the parts to make it. Negotiator in. Negotiator Tesla beam. Line gun. I'll take that just in case. Interesting. Toast popped. I'm honestly quite surprised it's letting me have this. I hope it's not broken. It shouldn't be broken. Or if it is broken, I hope it's broken in my favor. I probably could stash one of them med kits away. Oh well. No, you? Ah. Yep, so this should be the start of all the massive ambushes, so we'll see how this starts going. Finally get fucked? I can't do anything. Contact me. That's why we're firing. Kind of fell over. That was weird.
Son of a... Hey guys, we're in trouble.
What is it? What's going on?
I just got jumped by what's left of the crew.
No one could have survived out here that long. They didn't survive. They got turned into those things. Okay, what do we do?
You keep your weapon ready and you stay the hell away from the ventilation
Panic and you
ducts.
start shooting.
If they get close, shoot for the limbs. You got that? I said you got that!
Yeah, okay.
You got that, Dad? He gets so aggressive. Oh yeah, it should be a party. Catch. Catch again. Thank you. Never thought of using one of those boxes before until just now. It's actually genius. Hold that. Oh, not that. Hold that. If you're still alive. Hold that too. Alright, artifact. scale things. Tense focus. One down. No, okay. Oh, you're still alive, really? He's still alive, isn't he? Yeah, he is. There's a zillion motherfuckers, aren't there? There we go. Give me, if I understand this correctly, even though this thing has the rotator cuff and it doesn't really, like, do anything in particular, upgrading my weapon is supposed to also upgrade the other elements. Upgrading the rotator part of it also upgrades the plasma cutter part, so damage upgrades, all that goes towards it. Or I change everything to the rate of fire down there, and clip size, and that should also be useful too.
Almost to the crossover, too.
Take that, keep coming! Sir, we're running low on ammo!
Make a barricade. Just keep them out a little longer.
Stop sucking. Get good, forehead. Oh, that was some camera angles. Back on the transducers. Everything I can possibly get to make myself good as fast as possible. I want minimal effort. That's what I had to hit. I can smack the thing's body against whatever I wanted to. Get nothing. But I smack a person against it and it gives me an item. Good stuff. Good stuff. I wish I could just, like, drop off the evangelizer. I actually don't think I'm going to need it.
Norton, you there?
No, this part.
Yeah, I'm here. Alright, I think that's holding them for now.
Good. The SOS is coming from directly above me. And it looks like I found the ship's primary generator. If I can get power going, it should unlock the crossover for you.
Alright, what about you?
Try this, please?
There's an elevator here that goes straight up the spire. I'll put Ellie's quarters.
Thank you. I'll deal with these things. Hello? Why did you do that? I don't know what it wanted me to do there. God damn it. Okay. I don't know what it wanted me to do in that situation because there's two behind me. One behind me, one in front of me. Starting fast this time. There is Ow. Where did you just come from? Why are you here? Why is Kanai Joe on me again? I don't want any. I don't want any. Why? I killed it with his arm. Amazing. times better. Yes. Oh, I know what killed him. I think it was the bottle that hit him. That was good. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. We're gonna pretend I'm not doing this in the real world. Cool. Shaky cam. That might have been a bad decision. I might regret not doing what I just did. Yeah, I am. Fuck off.
Hey, we have power. The crossover just opened up.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Rose and Mocker stay put. Isaac Carver will rendezvous with the Spire.
Got it. Up. Why running? Consider not running right now? Oh. Where are you? There you are. There we are. Jason, sit the right way, please. I don't want you falling. Okay. That went better than I thought it was going to. I could have sworn that was going to go south. Even though this is supposed to be harder, it feels like a little easier. Or just because I played it on a playthrough already, now I'm just used to the nonsense. Right now I'm used to the long loading time. Let's go. Thank you. Because of the time, I feel like I've already been streaming for like 3 hours. And waiting until later this morning threw me off. Whole schedule got thrown off because of that. Hey Ellie, ex-boo thing.
Oh God, you found us.
Oh, Ellie, baby. I knew you were too stubborn to die.
Captain, is this him?
Yeah, that's him.
Isaac Clarke. Great to meet you. Austin Buckle, Marker Ops.
Buckle.
And this here is Jennifer Santos, our little lady with the big brain.
If it's true you can decipher the marker script, this mission might still have a chance. Isaac, thank you for coming.
Like I had.
Thanks for letting me know about your
I
boyfriend.
know, I'm sorry. But I have so much to tell you.
Alright, come on. We have to get out of here now.
No, not yet. Isaac.
Tell me about your
We
boyfriend.
need to stop the marker.
If I was your
The trail ends at
boyfriend.
the Admiral's quarters.
Why do I know this
The marker
song?
scroll all over the walls. The answers are in there. I know it. We cannot leave until we know what it says.
Yeah, well, then let Isaac handle the translating. We're leaving now. I got Buckle, you get Santos. Let's go.
Go on, take care of your crew. They need you more than I do.
There goes Isaac. Being all broody. Grayson. Smithereens. That's not good. Oh, pick the right one. All these, okay. Still can't craft. I think I can only make the blueprints. I think that's what I can only do. It's something like that. You know what I should try and do? See if I can do. Can I make a tungsten bar? I'm gonna need those. I cannot. Not even close. Alright, let us save those. My friend just messaged me that he wants to play Fortnite again. But no. I'm playing Spooky Spaceman.
Isaac, I'm sorry about that. There's so much going on.
So Norton, huh? I mean, that was quick.
The world is ending, and all you can think about is us?
Damn right. I never gave up.
You gave up on me?
No, you gave up on the world.
I paid my dues.
Huh?
Or don't you think I'm fucked up enough already?
Isaac, this is do or die. We're stuck without your help. Are you with me?
Doesn't look like I have a choice.
I want you to sit on that chair the right way before it falls over.
Now what?
Thank you. Bye. Sit on the chair the right way. Please and thank you.
What?
That was so quick. I'm not dealing with that. Mariana Trench is actually. Mariana Trench is awesome. The reason why we know that we don't know everything about that. I need to yell that. She thinks she's a cat and she comes in the back of the couch. Oh, hey guy. You ready to fire? Freeze. I don't need to. Okay, that's why I need to slow down. For being a harder note, I think I'm having an easier time with it. I'm not sure why. Again, I just feels like I'm having less difficulty. Miss that stasis. Fast dude. Guarded. And we should get super right word. Oh, and there's oh, yes, the Spider-Man. Oh, the ashes are still here. Weird, usually the ashes fall to the ground. I'm wondering if the spotter action achievement tracks between playthroughs. Take that. I don't think there's any other. Of course, there's nothing else. Grayson, sit in that chair the right way, please. Can't keep asking you this. I don't want you to fall and get hurt. I don't want you to break the chair either. Then Mommy will be mad. Then I'll have to get yelled at. I don't want to get yelled at. We know who the real boss is. No. Do that real quick. What? I almost done beautiful.
All secure here.
How are the others?
They'll live. I'll meet you at the Admiral's quarters. Don't leave me waiting.
Why does it sound like such a hard ass? I have no more stasis. I never had to worry about stasis on the last playthrough. And now I have none. Oh, that kind of blows. Thankfully, I think it automatically recharges itself, so not the worst thing in the world. I'm not sure how I feel about this gun. I like the line gun part of it, but I'm not sure if I like the tassel coil part, or whatever it's called, because it's just like, you have to charge it up, and I don't deal with that. Crazy ass writings, Carver says hi, we move on with our life. One big, sappy family.
Oh my god.
Huh? Say hello. Hello, Harvest?
Hey, Isaac! Carver, what's going on?
Okay.
Isaac!
Okay.
Hey! Hey!
What is it? What's going on?
Nothing. Everything's fine. Everything's
Snuggle,
fine.
you're gonna have a hug. Goodbye.
Ellie,
Quietly.
the Admiral was obsessed with making a key.
A key to what?
Okay.
Hey! A key to what? Some sort of alien device.
Probably gonna do like 2 hours today. 2 or 3 hours. Not gonna do too long. Ow.
I think that she
Bang my
believed that it could
foot against the chair. That kinda sucks.
Oh my god.
What?
She wanted to turn it off. She wrote that over
Why
and
does she
over
need to
again like a
write that out?
mantra.
Or instructions. This is exactly what we've been looking for. This isn't just some random planet,
Move
Isaac.
on.
They found the source. The Marker homeworld.
You have got to be shitting me.
Alright,
Except it's
let's
not.
regroup in the control room. We can plan our next move from there.
What?
Shake it off. Let's
Cool.
go.
Can you move on? He's stuck on this catwalk that his sister quote unquote took.
Devin, Marjorie.
Take that, take that.
A lot of brave men and women down in that ice cube. Soldiers that could be fighting the war back home. Now, can somebody tell? Buckle here. Track down a scrapped transport shuttle.
I like Buckle. I'm sad that he dies.
If we can get it space-worthy again,
Buckle's
we
the
can
best
use it to
character.
reach the planet's surface.
No chance. We find the shuttle, then we're getting the hell out of here.
Damn it, Robert. If we don't stop the markers, there won't be anything to go back to.
Either way, it looks like the shuttles are only
Spoiler
shot.
alert with the Awakened DLC. There's nothing to go back
Where
to
is it?
anyway.
In the biggest ship of the fleet, the Terra Nova. But it's a long walk.
Well, they must have had some way to travel between ships.
If there's a way, we'll find it.
So weird it plays that horse thing, nothing happens.
Good afternoon, General. Admiral Graves asked me to prepare this information for you. When the black
Maybe a
marker
heaping
was
helping of
exhumed on the
information.
Earth in 2214, it defied our understanding of science. It appeared to generate limitless energy, a trait of obvious importance in our resource.
I despise these things so much. I shoot it and they don't react at all. No flinching, nothing. But he's just sitting there swinging at me. You have no head anymore. Oh, this is a guy next to me. Yeah, I heard you. That was the calmest way I could have handled that situation. You good there, dude? Okay. If you get a juice packet, get one for your sister too. And I'll open it for you. me go there. So you're good. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Go get your sister. Okay, sounds good. Can you please go and get juice packets for you and your sister? Please and thank you. Can you just remind me I had to look for my Chatline cable because I don't know where the hell that went. Part of my salt last night is that's missing. It was here next to everything, so I don't know where the hell it went.
Isaac, there you are.
Where is it?
Here I are.
Finding a way off this wreck. Santos, tell him what we found.
Oh, we found a little maintenance craft.
Still can't do anything there, so it's gonna bother me the entire time. Let's just grab
But it will take you to the outmost ship. Yeah, I'm sending
that
you
yet.
the coordinates.
Now, let's get the shuttle so we can head home already.
In theory, you should add.
We are not going home.
Hey, we'll get the shuttle first and decide what to do. I'm heading out to take a look
Okay.
at this. Skip.
Okay, did you close the fridge?
Yeah.
10. Not sure that's what I had before. Hold on. We have a juice break.
Yep. Juice break.
Juice break.
You want to have your coffee? What?
Oh, yeah, I do have coffee.
Yeah.
I have coffee.
Haha, very funny. Well, there
Okay.
is one right there.
This one goes to you. Give me. Let me have. Let me have. Are you trying to show off the juice? Here you go. They have the best juice flavor for Kool-Aid. You can fight me on that. Charcoberry Finn is the shit. It is the nut. Thank you for not saying what I said. That was so close to a conversation. Here you go. Alright, go play. Quietly. Be nice. All have fun. Back to this. Oh yeah, I should really turn that off. Oh. So many things I did to update this. Suit kiosk, thank you. Suit upgrades, changing my suit. Let's go. I'll take that. We're gonna have this side. We're gonna do classic. We're gonna do classic right, until I need to get the snowsuit. But then we'll go back to doing classic right. Huh? Hold on. But thank you for letting me know you had a cold time, goofball. Alright. Try and grab what I can. Oh, I don't have any semiconductors. Ooh. Well. Okay. Do I have... Nothing, okay. I have no... ration seals. Cool. I refuse to spend Microsoft money on that. Well, in that case, regular money, but... Should have maxed out. Yes, I do.
Are you contacting me on a private channel?
Because I need to know if you're on my side.
Because I need to know if you want to still bang my girlfriend.
I know you two had a thing, but she's mine now, and I love her too much to let her do this.
If she's right and this is the mark of homeworld, maybe there's a chance of stopping this.
But we both know how this is going to end. If they found a way to stop the markers 200
you
years
and
ago,
your
don't you think we'd all be
manipulative
safe by now?
nonsense.
It doesn't add up. Oh, I get it. You think you and her... Yeah, we'll forget it. She's over it, all right?
Oh, you.
Transmission failed.
Do you guys hear this? My rig's picking up some kind of looping message.
It
Problem is, I need
encrypted.
tungsten. I don't have.
It's coming from the research
tungsten.
vessel CMS Greeley. This could be really important.
If I get a chance, I'll check into it, Santos. Isaac out.
I don't like that I don't have the... What if I had the tungsten to do this before? I don't want to go there without it. So I'll miss out on whatever's in there. And we'll go to the Greeley. I just have to miss out on the tungsten bar thing. Kinda sucks. I'm gonna miss out on some items, but it'll be what it is. I will come back here at some point, but I'm not sure if I'm able to go back inside the Greeley. We're back in black! Oh, that was bad. I don't have the grit to my voice that I need for that. Blech. Doop. Be-doo-doo. Be-doo-doo. Alright. Reset. Craft a weapon. That kinda sucks. You can't do the optional mission. Oh, maybe... No. Maybe that's how you get the first amount of tungsten you need? That's problems. I hear a survey bot point. Oop. There you are. Kind of hesitant about doing this because I know I'm going to be missing something. I'm going to be missing a lot of items, by the way. Not a fan of that. I hate those airlocks too.
Hey, Santos. I made it inside the Greeley.
I got my busted
Any
mask.
luck with
Turns the light
that
back on.
message?
Sure, turns back on.
No, but if you can find the source, maybe we can find a way to decrypt it.
Roger that. Isaac out.
You're gonna catch him. Hey Google, cancel. Weird. I know I got a surveyor down here. Hey, do you have a...
Hello? Santos. Looks like parts of the ship are sealed off.
Sealed? On purpose? Do you think you can get it open?
I'm not sure. If I can get the power on, I may be able to lift the security lockdown. Hold on.
I don't know if I get what I need for this. That's gonna suck. No. I can get what I need to go up to the captain's room. Obviously, it's part of the objective. It's just weird. Maybe I did go to the Greeley later. I don't remember how I did it last time. Must have either gone to it later, or I must have gotten lucky and found tungsten at some point. Or sold something for it. Yeah, I'm supposed to only get classic weapons, yet I have a DLC weapon that I was somehow able to attach. So I don't know. Ooh, get away from me. So, like, I'm not supposed to have this, because the top weapon doesn't actually exist in Dead Space 1. The bottom weapon is the line gun, which I guess might be why it's fine. but the top weapon doesn't exist. Buddy. You can have it if you make sure you watch what you're supposed to watch. Got it?
Got it.
And be good. Don't fight with your sister over it.
Isaac, how's your progress?
I found the radio room.
Piper, you can share with him,
give me
baby
a
girl.
minute to release this lockdown.
Go sit with him and share. You can hear some moans and groans because I gave one the tablet, the other one doesn't have it. I almost don't want to be here yet. I almost want to go back and see if I can. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Ow. Okay. Sorry. My bad. What? Cool.
I told you! I don't know! Dr. Barton, someone is broadcasting a coded message planetside. Who are you trying to contact? Dr. Serrano?
I think we forgot how to solve that for whatever reason. I can hear him. Pretty sure I'm just getting ambushed. Oh, there it is. What did it do? Ow. Oh, my priorities were wrong. Yeah, that was good. I didn't have a tablet either, so we didn't even have that. But the wife and my mother spoiled him just a little bit. Did I get any tungsten? I mean, I want to check now. Did I take you apart? That helped? No. Yeah, I still can't craft anything from there. Constructed weapon heavy. Weird. I just want the thing. Oh, it contains all the tungsten. Look at that. And look at that. All those resources and things. Things I don't have. Next Octonauts. Oh no. I love it. Fix something real quick. I didn't have a tablet or anything like that. I actually barely had electronics, to be honest. I kept getting them taken away because I was a horrible child and getting grounded every 3 seconds. But, yeah. I didn't do anything shady, I promise. Good thing I didn't pinky promise. Uh-oh. I broke the game. It's like, someone bought this. Up ass. Now we're just waiting for the game to catch up, please. Wait. That was weird. We're not going to talk about what I just did. I just realized it gave me tips that I can't use. It won't let me craft. Huh. Rivet gun. Alright, so rivet gun was in one of the other weapons. Interesting. I still can't go over to the crafting part, so that's a little odd. I'm not entirely sure what that's about. Cool. I definitely didn't just use that to buy, you know, tungsten bars. I guess maybe I should have come here after I went to the main objective, because, yeah, I don't have the survey bot, but there's definitely a survey bot sound here. I don't know what's going on next to me, it's just a lot of noise at this point. I don't know what's going on over there. It's nothing bad, at least. It's just a lot. Let me see. Okay, yes. Reload. Looks like reload is the only thing that affects it. Fire? No, reload is the only thing that affects over here. Okay. So you won't affect anything, and you won't affect anything. Neither will you. So it's... Yeah, no, it doesn't add anything. Okay, cool. Right, we'll just put reload on you then. Rate of fire. So this is gonna have to be the reload line. Join the KGB in your youth. I'm surprised you were allowed back in the house. God damn it, another circuit. There's damage equipped too. Back to the circuit board. Piper, sit, baby girl. I'll get out of this part at some point. Maybe soon. There we go. I had to make the plasma cutter my strongest weapon. For the sake of science. Oh, that's right, this room. Hear you. Hear you. I disagree with your methods, but I do hear you. Okay, yeah, that definitely wasn't taking effect before, because now I have 12 shots instead of 10. Oh, plus now I know that. Where are you? Really? Oh, come on. Okay. I'll take a break in a minute. Clean cars today? Oh god. I should really mow the lawn at some point. I was supposed to do it over the weekend, and guess what I didn't do? I might actually mow the lawn when my wife gets home from work. So she had to go back today. Because that has to get done before the wonderful town decides to send me a letter that says, hey, fine notice. Well, you want to pay fine, because, you know. spring. It's time to do it. If my tractor even turns on. That's the other problem I face is sometimes the tractor doesn't turn on. Yeah, no? Thought? Where are we? Oh, these things. I'm not dealing with them on hard mode. Pinch that don't really need yet. Hey, you, are you stinky? You sure? Well, it seems pretty adamant that you are. I don't like that they're not dying. Essentially what it is too, they're like, oh, your wand exceeds, they literally will say that your wand exceeds a certain height or amount of inches on the actual grass, the blades of grass are this much too long. It's like, who is the jerkwad that's getting out of their car or truck to go up to my lawn with a ruler and measure the blades of grass and go, you know what, this blade of grass is 3 centimeters too long. Get out. And I can't stress this enough, bent. Nerd. Seeds. That might be a tad overkill, but it kept me alive.
Isaac, what is that horrible noise?
I think I pulled out something I shouldn't have. The gravity plane is tearing itself apart. The message is a warning to someone named Serrano on the planet's surface.
Did you find a way to decode it?
He also just made it,
office of Laura Ingstrom.
Oh, let me see if
I need to fight this town more, because if you work in New York, you're not supposed to pay the stupid community tax that we have to pay. But, because of a stupid lawsuit between the two different towns. So now everyone has to pay that lawsuit, because why not? It's not a choice. But the problem is, if you work in New York, you're not supposed to have to pay it, but they can keep charging me it, and I have to pay it. And every time I bring up wanting to fight it, I get told no and shut up. But they just made it so that if you have a fire at all, even if it's to make food and it's not on a grill, you get fined now as well. It's a new thing. Because you used to be able to, like, fucking... Ow. You used to be able to have a bonfire as long as you were, like, cooking something with it, like hot dogs, marshmallows, whatever. Just have a packet of it with on the ground next to you and no one will bother you. They made that illegal now, so now you get fined even for doing that. It's like, dude, come on. At this point, make it a gated community so I can pay the dues and maybe you'll take care of the town a little bit better. And then maybe I'll fall for your stupid rules. It's like not fun to live here anymore. It was kind of not fun to live here to begin with. It was just, you know, it was nice because it was a small town. But now it's like existing gets you fined. I don't know about you, but I like existing. Sometimes. Depends on the day. The week. Sometimes the hour. Freedom isn't free. Go Trump. Oh. There I go, making it political again. Bad, Chris. Bad.
Got it. Hey, Santos, I'm sending you the decryption key now.
I see it.
Hold on, I'll apply to the message.
I believe the kettle one, baby girl.
Hide Rosetta? Who's she?
They must have been trying to hide her from the execution order. Her research could be the key to all of this.
But why issue a cleanse order if it would destroy such an important secret?
Because
maybe they panicked. Or maybe they knew something we didn't.
Y'all be crazy.
Isaac, thanks for looking into this. It could prove very useful.
Good to hear.
What do I have? Oh my god.
Back. We've got a long road
wall of health.
Isaac out.
I have nothing else, but thank god I have health. Is that a mask? Mask. I will say, so far the only downside of the vaccine right now is right here on this shoulder's kind of sore, and I keep getting like random joint pain that just comes and goes, like more than normal. Normally I had some joint pain, but this is like worse. But so far nothing insane. I know my friend just was telling me that his second shot was the worst. That was the one where he like couldn't move and he was afraid to even do anything. So no, not afraid. He was he didn't want to move because it hurt so bad, so he didn't do anything. So that's the one that's not going to be fun. I'll still be showing up to work the next day. It's just, you know, I'll be in pain. It was fun. What did I send him? I'm not gonna argue with that. We've been making puns in the chat, that we have, and it's bad. Yesterday was llamas, today it's Fanta.
I'm inside the Terra Nova.
Fanta, don't you want
Which way to the shuttle?
Santos, you found the impound records. What did they say?
Only that the shuttle was decommissioned. They were going to pop it out.
Great, so basically nobody knows?
There must be more detailed shipping records somewhere. I'll take a look around the ship.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing, is more people get the side effects on the second shot. So that'd be fun working the next day. I'll be like, yay! I've been poked and I have the Rona for a day. Apparently there's a new variant, again, that's spreads faster. So, in the fall, we might want to prepare for Rona Lockdown Part 2. Again. That's not the other kids. One more time. Yeah, I 100% foresee us getting locked down again in a couple months. If not a lockdown, they're gonna need to put out another stimulus. Because we have a lot of people home again. Wait for it. The plus side for us getting the shot is we can you know, not die. Weird things. That whole self-preservation thing kicks in after a while. Break up the fight again. Wow, I'm sad to say that. Yeah, there's a Rona mutation. I mean, if more good games keep coming out like they are, then I'll be fine. Yeah, break up a fight. I'm calling for my daughter like she's a dog. Pepper, come here. Well, I'm gonna play with the ball for now. Don't worry about it. Play with the ball. You're welcome, baby. Go play with the ball, baby girl.
Our reserves are on standby. Cargo functions are offline.
No, I'll play with the ball.
Ship recorder on. All hands stand by for deceleration.
Oh, there's a circuit.
Edwards, on your mark.
Drop 2 of those. We dropped 2 of them. Circuit. Now it's an ROF. And that. I guess I can do the rate of fire on the.
I'd like to thank y'all for flying the
Kind of got.
Nova. Welcome to the ass end of the universe.
Okay, everyone, time to shake the lead out.
But yeah, if more games can come out like they have been, we should be fine as far as entertainment goes. I'll be okay with it. I have things to do. Oh my god, please, more next-gen consoles. The more I see things about Returnal, the better. Oh, also, speaking of, did you see the
Isaac here.
gameplay trailer for the new Ratchet & Clank game? They've named her finally. Her name's Rivet.
I'm updating our locators now.
Okay, just tell me it'll get us to the nearest shipping lane.
If we
Oh,
can
I
get
know.
in space
I would
for
trade
it
my
again.
my 1S
Judging
for
from the
a Series X in a
diagnostic, it's a real
heartbeat.
piece of shit.
Move my 1X
can't
over
get
to
it
where
to
the
work,
S is right now and keep the X for my streams. But you know they named the female Ratchet Rivet.
We'll make this work.
And the whole premise is that her galaxy's, her dimension's Nefarious is actually good at what he does. So like, I'm all about that. And now they're starting to make games specifically for the X. Now I kind of want an X so I can keep up with games. But as we see, I'm playing a lot more older games than I have been. More older ones than new ones, it seems. But no, it'd be nice to be able to have a Series X at least. I guess his other arm is gone. That's cool. Running. Sorry. Yeah, it's on IGN. I think they posted it yesterday or 2 days ago, something like that. It had to have been yesterday because I would have told you about it Sunday. But yeah. Her name's Rivet, and her Nefarious doesn't suck. Wow. Okay, I don't know how I threaded the needle on that one, but I did. Can we not have me cornered? Oh, I can't. DKU. I think I upgraded my 6 points. Damn it. It doesn't show off so much. It's weird. It's called a gameplay trailer, I think. But it doesn't really show off much of the gameplay. It shows off the characters and like some of the story behind it, but it doesn't really show off too much like game footage. It's weird. I want to say they called it a gameplay video.
Huh. Wow. An old scavenger bot. This will come in handy.
This is game. I'm like, what is my? Do this first. Before I do much of anything else. Oh, the weird part is, even though it's just supposed to be a different dimension version of Ratchet, I don't think she recognizes who Clank is. Or doesn't she doesn't like confuse him for like a robot variant she has. She doesn't know who he is. It's weird. So I'm all for it. I'm all for the game. On top of Returnal, I think Ratchet & Clank is the only other game right now that I really care about on the PS5. Guys, please. That was worth it. Yeah, hear him. Which door are you coming out of? Oh. Weird, he's pissed off. Just died. Oh, stop. I hope it lives up to the hype. And I hope it's not like one of those games that like looks super cool and everyone's talking about it and then it ends up being trash. Because that would suck. It looks cool. I actually have so much ammo. Those. Ticks. Alright, I gotta take a break in a second and go take care of whatever's going on next to me. So there's a hot mess happening. Shotgun! Shotgun! Oh, split. You're still alive somehow. Get off of me. What just happened there? It only sense she's freaking him out. The end. You're doing Returnal that day, I'm doing new Pokemon Snap that day. It's gonna be a very busy day. About to be living on Twitch that day. I am getting bombarded again. I don't know how you just hit me doing half a mile an hour. Wait from me? Question mark? Where am I supposed to be? Okay. Give me 1 second to take a quick BRB and take care of what's going on next to me. Apparently, someone stinks. I didn't smell when she was here. I'll burb. No, we'll keep playing for a little bit more. That's my content for the day. Same consistently poop.
Warning. Tram collision detected.
That's bad.
Please report to cradle operations to remove the obstruction.
At least my son wasn't lying about the smell.
Guys, something's blocking the tram system.
Cradle op should be nearby. You can see the tracks from there.
Thanks, Buckle. I'll check it out.
Plus, I use some of my health. Leave me alone. Fucking ticks. So there's someone. Oh, that's right. Oh, what is this? He's got a hold of me. Cool. Oh, I could see where it was. Maybe these things have a one-shot kill still. So I don't get too Pokemon. I am very surprised I'm able to make and use this. Only I can think it's a DLC weapon, technically? He's dead. There's probably like a myriad of information I could use to know that he was dead, but I just wanted to make sure by shooting him a lot more.
Hey, Commander.
Nice space.
If you're gonna ask about the cryo boxes,
Oh, that's right.
Cryo boxes. These are coffee beats. There's freezing soldiers on the planet.
Deuce me to
storing in
the,
our cargo hold. What's the story?
You know I can't talk about it.
Valerie, come on.
Regenerator. I had a stroke trying to remember the name of that
I
thing.
don't know much more than you do. It's the deep dig teams. They send them into that godforsaken hole and... Well, when they come back, there's something wrong. Look, just get them stowed. I've got Mahad breathing down my neck.
Fine. But this isn't going to end well. Mark my words.
No, weird. Damage isn't going up at all to begin with. Put that there. Alternatively, we could have put it here. Oh well. Just put ROF. Still can't get into the crafting menu. That's still weird to me. I must be missing like a component to make something.
I see the problem now.
For the classic,
Someone left a bunch of
classic
cargo on the
stuff.
tracks.
Can you clear it?
I should be able to. I'll get to that shuttle and aft section one way or another.
I was debating during that break was taking care of the disaster of getting the plasma rifle or something like that and just using that instead of the evangelizer, but you know what? I'm gonna take whatever advantages I can have. That's right, that one. There we go. I'm so glad this is the only time I ever have to do this. Like, this is the weirdest puzzle to give me, just to give it to me once and that is it. Yeah, you see what you've done. You see what you've done.
Warning. Cargo fault in Bay 4. Containment breach detected. Biological analysis.
Okay. Oh. I'm so glad you only see these things like twice this entire game. You know, it would have been really nice if I had like any idea of where this guy was, like at all, any sound cue, anything like that. Nope. He was just like, nope, fuck you, figure it out. Fucking... I somehow forgot about him. I'm not gonna say he scared me, but I definitely jumped with him. Shoot first, ask questions never. We good, game? I feel like that took longer to get down than it normally does.
Dr. Edwards, can you come to Cradle Ops, please? I need your help with the incoming cryo boxes. Hey, Chuck? You there?
Oh, screw off, Sam. My job was flying your asses over here, not wiping them once we arrived.
You're a lazy prick, Tucker. You know that, right?
I come from a long line of lazy pricks, Sam. Get Sikowski to help you with your little monster farm. That brown noser will do anything to impress the commander.
This mission is a group effort, Tucker. One of these days, you're gonna have to take one for the team.
One of these days, Sam. But not today.
What did the right? Yeah, it did. Okay. There we go. I had to fix something. I'm still playing IT right now.
Hey guys, if you're running low on ammo, don't forget your kinesis module. Here.
So
I found
this just
recording
exists
when I was
telling
stuck
about
on
the
Titan Station.
TKing things like you already knew. Again, somehow he still has this file. You'd think it would have gotten wiped at some point.
Okay. Whoever sees this, listen up. You can use kinesis to pull blades off dead ones and shoot back. Watch. Watch.
Like, of all the things to keep track of, why does he still have this video? And the first enemy it gives you after seeing this is one that you can really pick up. A couple limbs off. Again. The button's still here somewhere. You should press it's not back behind. Get your arms off. Making that easier for me.
This one's regenerating!
How are you going to kill it?
I'm not!
Like, no, I missed all those shots. Yeah, no, you are not all good up. Go take 5. Take 5. That's right, sure. I was thinking I can actually kill it, she was up there. I was... Faster for favor? Thank you. Oh, no, you showed up. I'll have to access this without getting killed or not. We'll find out real quick. Look at that. Quite honestly would have been to be in that room when I got out of that bench. Just stands there like, what's up? I'd like to know what gave you the right to exist. Oh, hey! Heal real quick.
The trap will arrive shortly.
Again.
Please stand by.
Get my head out. Not again. I really wish you'd just stay down. Cool. You're still on me, you guys are definitely still on me. You are definitely still on me. For a second I thought they were like, oh, we're gonna leave him alone.
Okay, I made it to the tram. Looks like it stops at the mid and aft station.
The aft station's where the shuttle is parked.
And what about mid station?
Well, that would be the conning tower.
Yeah.
Hey, now this is interesting. Records indicate a number of useful tools and salvage were signed out from storage there by a Lieutenant Tucker Edwards. Could be worth a look.
Thanks. If I check it out, I'll let you know. Isaac out.
Might as well take it.
Now arriving. Conning tower.
Grayson. I'll take a nap at some point, bud. I didn't mean that you had to take it now, it's just at some point. Okay. Oop, my brain forgot where I was going. Why did it move that?
I'm sorry, Tucker.
There's none here, okay.
But you heard Mahad's announcement. We're facing a Scenario 5 situation.
Scenario 5? Not Scenario 5.
To die. We all do. If we don't, he'll just send someone over to do it for us.
Come on, Valerie. Just put that down.
I'm sorry.
They don't have to know.
Someone done did a die.
Sorry as I am, Commander. If any one of them jacked up jarheads tries to come for me, he'll be sorry too.
Which I am a jacked up jarhead, so let's go. I think this is where it gets really heavy on the enemy spawn, so this should be fun.
I see you. Guess you were smart enough to make it past my lockout. So you must not be one of those no-neck dipshits on the General's goon squad. But before you go patting yourself on the back,
You know what real about this?
know that was the easy part.
This entire time, I just not like, oh, this is just a recording. It has to be. The guy just, it's 200 years old. Here you go. One of their bodies just disappeared. Hello? The game is falling apart at the seams.
All the infected soldiers, they brought them up here for safekeeping. You may think you can put a bullet in my dome, but I've got a ready-made army that says you can't.
Stairs are hard. Yeah, lockdown part 1.
Gotcha. Now it's time for a little fun. Computer, arm explosives.
I need
And
that.
detonate.
Kinda need the other one.
Warning. Contamination detected. Quarantine lockdown activated.
Fight me, casual.
I'm reading a quarantine lockdown. Are you all right, Ike?
No, not really.
Yep, good luck.
I'm locked in.
Well, there must be an override on one of the walls.
Okay. I look for it as soon as I'm not being stabbed in the face.
How did he just reach me? Oh, he's up here. He broke stasis as I exploded him. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, hey. See, that's a problem. They should not be able to win that quickly. Where did his body go? The game is falling apart at the seams. Again, I'm saying that. These are just like despawning. Yes. Good job. Where? Oh, where did you come from? Alright. Try.
decontamination detected. Quarantine lockdown activated.
Priorities? There is a thing here. That next room. I just heard another one.
Override accepted. Quarantine lifted. Please report this event to your superior officer.
Guess you got a knack for killing anything that moves. Fine. But that arsenal of yours ain't gonna help you now. You can't kill electricity.
I give the guy credit for how advanced all this is for things popping out of the ground that I can't hear. Again, why did they not make noise?
Buckle. Edwards has rigged some kind of electrical trap.
Can't fight electricity.
Looks like
You do have bullets. Or plasma? Lasers. Come at me. You're so much alive. How did you? Yeah, okay. Make sure he's dead. Where are we at? There we are. Step back on. Still gonna need another damage up. Probably need you. Go there. Okay, this isn't so much where it starts getting a little heavy on the enemies, it's where it starts getting heavy on the BS quiet enemies. I still want to reload one clip. It's not too terrible, I guess. Yeah, hey buddy. No, you all have a knack for flying through things. Yeah, okay. On a scale of 1 to thought, you did. That was a lot of it, so I'm not sure if you can tell or not, because I kind of haven't looked at it in a small player or not, but I changed the back, or the border around my face. It looks pretty nice. I actually like the little galaxy theme I went with on accident. And the only reason why I did that is because I was trying to make that follower bar up top, the gold thing, and I was like, oh wait, no, it would be really cool, a new border. Because mine looked kind of meh. It did that, and I actually almost redesigned my entire logo for no reason. I might do it eventually, I know, because I like my logo. It's cool. It's been like my favorite thing to ever have commissioned for me. But like, definitely ready for an upgrade.
I gotta admit, I didn't either until I tried. Go on.
So I'm looking into a different idea for that.
I dare you.
Edwards rigged up some kind of gravity well.
Yeah, I did. There was a spike in
Oh,
power
nice.
usage from environmental control when it triggered.
It definitely, you can definitely see it better. I'm gonna do this real quick while it's talking. You see it better here, obviously, because it's got, you know, all the elements to it. But and then the other thing I added to this on accident was that, which I thought was a pretty cool thing to do. I already had the video made in the background from someone else I worked on. It's like, oh, I'll just use that. The only thing is unlike StreamLabs OBS doesn't have like a option to add a source as a transition, but I found a workaround for it. It's an ass backwards way of doing it, but it works. spit at me? Spit at me? No. He's gonna get shot. Okay. He's gonna spit at me, so I can throw it back at him. I don't have to worry about it. Where did you even birth from? So the way I did this one that I have, is I use HitFilm Express for my video editing stuff. So what I did was I made a transition scene which just like my logo with the transparent background, saved it as a video, and that's how I use my transitions for like the clips things at the end of the month. Ooh, which is soon. Shit. Gotta start working on collecting those. So yeah, I use it to transition between games, so I was like, oh wait, I'll just save the video as a file that I can use for OBS, and do things that way. So that's how I did it. I saved it as a transparent, not transparent, what the hell it's technically called, again. But I essentially saved it as its own video source, and I have it set as a one-time thing. So basically, anytime I switch over to... Where did you come from? Okay. It says a one-time media source, so whenever I load into, like, my live scene and the, ending scene, it'll play it once and then that's it, so it just zooms in and zooms out. Actually, not nearly as hard as it sounds. I made it sound just now, but that's how I did it. There's other ways to do it, apparently, it's just... they're complicated. I went for the simple route, and I like it. Surprised my OBS didn't have an update, though, today. There's supposed to be an update where it, adds the ability to control Z if you screw up. Which would be very nice, because apparently people make a lot of mistakes. Where are you at? There you are. This won't necessarily help me now. They're gonna help me when I do this on another playthrough. Alright, so I'll stop fucking around. I'll do my objective. Wait, you? Yeah.
Look, you know I'm not screwing around. And I can't just let you waltz into environmental. I don't want to die. I'm sorry.
Yes, you do.
Computer, arm explosives. And...
Plus, is if you do choose to go with like HitFilm or something like that, I'm not sure about if DaVinci Resolve does it or not, but I know with HitFilm, you can choose if you want to do a paid tier or not. You just want to do the free stuff. I have like the $10 paid tier. It's just a one-time fee for $10. I have everything I ever need. You can make your own transitions. You can make your own effects. You can basically do anything you want with it for $10. And it's a one-time fee, unlike Premiere Pro, which is a yearly fee, and you can get fucked. I would say the only thing that I don't like is that HitFilm is definitely much slower than Premiere, but I feel like it's way better. I used to love Premiere. Like, it used to be like my favorite program for everything. It's just not anymore. It's Adobe's kind of fallen out of my good graces because of a lot of the other nonsense I have with their other apps. Photoshop needing an update every other week. Fucking Premiere Rush being garbage that I paid for. I'm hearing some swashing around. I'm not sure what's going on.
Warning. Contamination detected. Quarantine lockdown activated. Quarantine lifted. Please report this event to your superior officer.
Oh, that must be the thing that I heard. Where'd you go? Yeah, I knew there was something. My favorite enemy in the game. Where you at? I hear you. There you go. There's one of them. Need that. I missed. That was so smooth too, and I ruined it. Also, he went through the ground again. I don't know what is going on with this game today, but it's like things are breaking. That guy just went through the ground again as well. People phasing in and out of existence. My daughter is asleep, I think? By the bench? Yay! Your bench in your bike? No! Take that, and take that. Thank you.
I never wanted to hurt anybody. You know? I just wanted to live. That's all I wanted.
What do we got here? We're good on everything. I don't know why I'm worried.
I wanted to live.
Yep, that's the trick.
My ammo.
Gravity is reading.
Still got ammo, never mind.
What do you think is worse, Buckle?
I would love to phase in and out of existence, especially with work.
One who survives.
You got that in P5? Yeah, let me check. Phase out and not come back.
It's not making a difference before I do. You should be able to make it to the top of the conning tower now, I think.
I saw something today that drove me nuts.
That's where you'll find him.
I shouldn't be allowed to scroll through TikTok sometimes, because I see some stuff that pisses me off a lot. The big one I saw this morning was someone was talking about how he haggled himself into more GameStop in-store credit and so on and so forth, and I'm like, listen, dude, you can't do that. And he said, they're like, oh, I did this, this, and this, and I said, oh, I'll give you this if you increase the trade credit to $60, you get a free game for free. I'm like, that's not how that works. And you couldn't, he turned the comments off on the video, he turned off the stitches and duets on it, on TikTok, and basically you couldn't say anything to him about it, so it's like, dude, please. You know you're making this up when you have to turn everything off. That drove me nuts. This is, you know, if you're gonna lie, make it believable. I am near a point I need to get to a bench to get my scavenger bot. Excuse the shit out of you. How did him breaking out of that not make any noise? I'm realizing the more and more I use other apps and do other things, I'm starting to sound more and more like a boomer, and I hate it. He's got a rate of fire. Yeah, rate of fire reload. Might as well put you on there. Equip and reload. Can I put you on here? Or you don't do nothing. You don't do anything for reload either. Okay. On you it goes. Back in here. Shit. Okay. I see more and more why people bought like the scavenger bot upgrades and capacity increases right off the bat. There's a lot of resources you can miss right from the start. Granted, you can also do New Game Plus and get them, but yeah. Don't know why I'm saving that many small things. Zero something. I wonder if it will let me. Dilemmas. Or if it'll even let me construct anything once I get the option. Because blueprints exist for the items. So I'm wondering if I'm missing like the frame, maybe that's why it won't let me do it, because I don't have the handles or whatever. technically the only frames you have at this point are the one I'm using now, and yeah, what's in 4.2 again? I don't want to miss something that I can potentially use later on. Ah, that's right. Good thing I wanted to check that. Also, I came up with a new argument for people who keep saying that worrying about the coronavirus and wearing a mask is living in fear. I don't live in fear about the coronavirus. I live in fear of the Americans getting let out of their houses and shooting each other. I fear my own life.
You found me. Kind of stupid, ain't it? I just wanted to live, and now that I'm the only one left, I couldn't give a shit. With all this time alone, I realized it's just like Sam said. I'm a lazy prick who never took one for the team. Well, team, you can hear me now.
I just want to throw his head around.
For you.
Oh, that's right, it makes you go down to the second floor anyway. Like, thankfully, I don't have to worry about that too much around here, in theory. Because I feel like the people around here are a little bit more well-hinged. But, what confuses me, or not what confuses me, what I'm worried about is I don't want to go to work one day and some dude comes in and I tell him like we don't have a PlayStation 5 and he pulls a gun. Like, that's not what I want to do. Oh, that hurts. So I don't leave the house. Like, you can't. Everyone says, like, oh, it took away the pursuit of happiness and whatever, for, you know, having to wear the mask and be quarantined and so on and so forth. It's like, no, what else takes away the pursuit of happiness? Getting shot because you went to Walmart to get a bag of chips. Going to work at your FedEx facility and getting blasted because some guy got fired or whatever, or is having a bad day. Going to work as a nail salon or a restaurant and getting blasted because some dude is having a bad week with his girlfriend. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. That's more against my pursuit of happiness than wearing a mask. Not to get political, but it's my recent hatred of humanity right now. I'll always say this, like, this country sucks. You're right, though. If it's the chili cheese Fritos, absolutely. Don't blast me on my way to get them, though. I want to enjoy them one last time. I was laughing because someone was traveling here for the first time, and they were like, they must have been, I forgot, they were at some event or something like that, and everyone was standing there doing the national anthem. And the lady was like, is this, like, normal for Americans? It's like, yeah, unfortunately. I was talking to them, I'm like, I sent them a, who was gargling at me? Or whatever. I sent them a video of someone doing the Pledge of Allegiance, and they were like, that can't be real. Yeah, that's real. That's America. That was a tough decision. Spat up. Where did you come from? Come on now. Oh. I'd like to know what he even appeared at him. And then there's another one. I'm gonna die because this game has the worst sound design in the world. Yeah, I probably would have less of a problem with, you know, the standing for the national anthem and doing the Pledge of Allegiance if it meant something anymore. Now you almost have to just stand up and do the Pledge of Allegiance just to make sure that Jim Bob from down the road doesn't cap you on the way to your car after school. I'd love to have some sort of national pride, but I just don't anymore. If it wasn't so expensive to gain citizenship in another country and denounce citizenship here, absolutely, you'd see my ass in Canada in a heartbeat. They've got that good maple syrup, eh? Nice. I think the last special one I got, and it's been a while since I played, was the I got the Ray K78 the one time. That gun is okay. It's not like great, but it's not bad. I always have a problem with getting
Was it worth a look? Yeah, Tucker had a nice pile of salvage. Good.
the dime machine from the original
that shuttle.
map.
Hopefully it's not a piece of shit.
I got like a stroke there trying to remember the thought I was having. Resources, more damage, more damage. And this is why we save health kits, boys and girls. Damage, reload. You're not gonna do anything now. There. You have rate of fire and clip. Oh yeah, the dye machine. Apparently that's how people get past like wave 60. They use the dye machine and just go ham. Dye machine and ray gun. I think my problem is I usually... It's weird. I usually use zombies as a way of unlocking the skins and doing stuff like in the challenge and stuff. So I'm not too worried about level as much as I'm worried about like getting kills. But yeah, apparently that's how people do it. But yeah, that's definitely wild, especially with like laser beams and shit flying all over the place and zombies getting sucked up into the cannon. What's up? What's up? What's up? Ooh, do I want DoorDash? T-Bell. I could order it, and then the second it gets here, I could just be like, shouldn't be allowed to have access to money. I shouldn't be using that to behave. I don't know when these taxes are getting in. I mean objective. What? Yeah, we finished that round of that last game of Fortnite and we all just went our separate ways. The one kid just shut his PlayStation 3 off. He was so upset over that loss. I don't blame him. Oh, see, I'm even that scavenger. I'm not sure if the scavenger bot's slower right now or not. I feel like I'm not getting it nearly as much as I usually do. Would do. Hey, that's right. I'm sorry about you. I wonder if the game's gonna let me use like mod weapons on attachments on the weapons or not. Because technically in the first game and the second game, the plasma cutter had that special fire mode where it lit things on fire.
And well, it's a piece of
this
shit.
part. Okay.
No way I can pressurize the cabin.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out if it cuts down the enemies here too.
To the repair
'Cause-
bay on the Roanoke.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Let me look around. If I can build a remote relay, I can plant
I know
it
there's
on
like
the
8
wall.
million enemies in this room that just spawn continuously. It's like an hour. Tomorrow should be fun though. I'm actually looking forward to playing Resident Evil 7. I tried it like once a couple months ago and just never did anything with it. But didn't get that far. But I think tomorrow I'm gonna enjoy playing it completion. So I want to play Resident Evil 7 before 8 comes out because then I can kind of know what's going on. Well, I'm not sure too much if it's going to matter that much because what I gather from the trailer is correct. Mia doesn't survive long in the campaign because Ethan brings up the fact that Chris kills Mia like right off the bat, which is the weirdest trailer for them to spoil that on. That was the cleanest kill I've ever had. So I'm wondering if feeling like sidetracked in my thoughts. Sorry, I've been shot at or attacked rather. Shot at. I am curious to see how it plays as well. I've been trying not to watch any of the demos for the game at all, because I don't want the game to get ruined for me or anything like that. So I'm trying my best not to watch any of the demos that are coming out for exclusively PS5. So I'm not sure if the gameplay is more shooter, like first-person shooter-based for 8. Because I know they announced Mercenaries when they have like a pretty big array of guns. And there's a shopkeeper, the Duke, that lets you upgrade weapons, so I'm not sure what that's about. I'm like hoping it's kind of first-person shooter-like, but I also hope it's not like Resident Evil 6 levels. I'm like trying to think about this as I'm getting attacked by everything in known existence. Hi, Bench. The thing next to me. That. 3 parts? Why am I not seeing the 3rd part? Well, I think I missed it. They are above me, reasonably long. What's up, buddy? Oh. Well, no, nothing's happening. The Travis, you guys gonna attack me the last time. Yeah, Captain Isaac. Thank you. So glad my scabbard. You mother. Yes, I did. Thankfully, it didn't knock me out too much. I still got my items. Even better. Okay. Alright, dude.
Hey, that worked. I can see the shuttle readout. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try and start her up.
I hope I'm on the right side for this.
No good. It's out of fuel.
Wait, there should be a refueling station on the upper floor. Here.
Okay. Yeah,
sending you the coordinates.
Okay. I'll head up and refuel the shuttle. We can try restarting it after that.
I'm ignoring that until you learn how to ask the right way, buddy. No, still waiting. You can wait a little bit. Try again. There we go. Might have been a little mean of me, but you can wait. He knows better. Okay. Is that the mail truck already? Wait, what time is it? Oh, hey. Oh, no, this is the mail truck on time. I think I'm not expecting any mail. Didn't go that way yet. Or redesign no one asked for. Okay. Give me the axe. Is it actually a question? Dad jokes of the day. I don't apologize. Change my answer. Instead of 343 Industries for that, I want to do Activision. I would just walk in there, look at everyone on the board, and be like, all you motherfuckers are fired. And then move on. That's it. That's all I'd do. Oh, hit the like stroke tentacles, yeah. Just like... Whoop. Oh, I forgot about that. Is that a mailman coming back? Weird. Oh, shit! I don't know why I didn't see him. The dude with orange glowing eyes and I didn't see him till the last second.
Okay, tank's full. Try again.
That's more like it. Okay, I'm initiating a test fire of the shuttle's engine. Take cover. This could get hot.
Listen.
Stupid, bloody ancient technology. Oh God. Isaac, I think I just started the launch sequence, and I don't know how to stop it.
You what?
Look, just get...
Okay, sorry. Let's stop. Just someone with the head.
Out of that chamber before it bakes you to a crisp.
No. crap. Is he opening fire or did he die? Oh, that would turn on right there. Can I get out, please? Oh, okay, looks like we're going. I'm glad he doesn't respond to the fire. Fuck me. I'm glad he doesn't respond to getting lit on fire. Really should afford. Really save money, but I drag it very much. Front trap spring. That's good. Didn't stop him. Nothing through. Thank you. Why do you not have a reaction to lead on fire like that?
Initiating launch protocol. All hands, clear the launch chamber. All hands, clear the launch chamber. Beginning systems check.
Where is he? There he is. Okay, cool. Good, cool. I could have sworn it was a good. Might have been imagining it. I think I was. So you're lucky to go take your nap, okay? And you can play when you're done.
The airlock door is stuck! If the shuttle launches before it opens...
Son of a bitch! Alright, I'll check the gears.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I can just stay here and wait. No, I can't. We focus on this intense part of, avoiding fire. That's correct. One was nearby.
Flight systems nominal. System check complete.
Silly. Nutball, yeah, I am a nutball. Crazy. Alright, why don't you go take a nap, please?
There's something wedged in the
I'll stop a little bit.
Looks like military ordnance. I'm gonna try to clear
This should be fun.
Explosive!
Okay.
Oh God, be careful, Isaac. Isaac, the shuttle's gonna launch any minute. Close the door!
Gears keep getting down. I'm clearing them as fast as I can.
I would think you send him in the ground and just get back up and take over. Good to go. Huh? Play monsters on my phone? Okay.
It's begun the final countdown.
space I go. Into the void. Again, inertia's not a thing. I feel like he fights that just get launched out into space. I almost just said sea.
You did it! He did it!
Let it go. Let it go.
Okay, everybody. Let's get the docking bay ready to receive the shuttle. Isaac, we'll see you when you get back.
One of these has a chest on it. And I want what is inside. Might be remembering incorrectly. Oh, hey there. That's right there, that's right. Where is that one and that one? Oh, there's a... survey location, or scavenger location, and I don't have a bot still. Good enough, it's right here, I think. That sounds good, bud. I don't know what you said, but sure. Buddy. Every time you want to? What do you say every time you want to? You say you're a goofball every time? Yeah, you're right. What the? What the world? What the heck? Okay, buddy. You're a goofball. I'm just sitting in the chair the right way. When I get to the next chapter, I'll go ahead and I'll stop up. I'll make you some ramen noodles.
So, how's the shuttle look?
Yeah, this thing needs more than plating.
So
it's missing
bright.
the port engine.
There's a small wreck near the Greeley. It could be a
Why does
shuttle.
it make me
We should check it out.
stand up to do that?
Rosen, lock, suit up. You're on engine duty.
But sir, my legs...
Yeah, I'm not asking you to do jumping jacks. Now get moving.
All right.
Dick.
Hey, Rosen, I'll meet you there.
Whatever.
Ready to cook.
Okay, I'm not there yet. I gotta wait till I get to the next chapter. Almost there, bud.
Where are you?
I'm right here.
Why are you?
Because I'm gonna travel to the next chapter. I gotta go to the other spaceship to get an engine. Some parts. Yeah.
Why are you in one booster thing?
It's only my third coffee for the day. Then go. 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 Who am I to stop you? Go. My weekly prize is expiring soon. Oh no. Don't tell me that, Google Play. I don't know what my weekly prize is. I am trying to go here. Go here. I'm getting my one shut up. Okay. I'm sitting here losing oxygen and looking at my phone.
Is this it?
Hey, you wanted an engine? Here you go.
It'll do.
It's shit.
See it.
Just like our plan.
You always this helpful.
Hey, some of us just want to go home, all right? I've disconnected all the lines and service tubes, but hell if I know how to get it out of there.
I'll figure it out.
Ta-da, we
Go
found
get your
it.
equipment together so we can tow it back to the repair bay.
Really a new ship.
As if I had another one of these scavengers. It must be for New Game Plus. That's the only thing I can think of.
Hold on, Daddy. Wow,
Yep,
you're
take
just
them out.
feeling, Daddy.
And then what do? We go like this, and we take the whole engine out. I got hit.
You think you can handle it from here?
Yeah, Clark.
What did
I'm
you
not
come
an
here?
idiot.
And be sure to
I
lock the
actually don't know.
injectors down tight. I don't want them popping off in mid-flight. Asshole. Okay, guys, I got the engine. Is
I
everything
honestly
ready?
don't know what I
Well, not quite. We're gonna get tossed around like a midget at a circus if we try
Midget
to
at a
navigate
circus.
that
The
atmosphere without
best way to
flight
put that.
path.
What about using flight recorders from these derelict ships?
Yeah, right. We could reconstruct
it's
one
all-
of the
it's all
routes
as high as
they
it goes.
used.
I'll search outside the Roanoke.
Look for small satellites with
Leave
4
alone.
solar panels.
Stop
sticking
pulling on
out.
it.
Satellites
I'm gonna
with
pull on
solar
you.
panels. Got it.
You.
Do it. Okay. You're gonna fall. Stop, please. Stop, please. Thank you. You fall and hit your head, I'm gonna have to laugh at you, then pick you up. What?
I don't know about falling. Let's fall.
Yeah, okay, anyway. So confused. He had one of my moments where he like had a thought, then lost that thought immediately. Alright, there's things I need to get things off of. Things I need to get things off of. Good. Almost done, bud. I would like you to go sit and relax, and I'll be done in a minute. This is how I know he needs a nap. No, not right now. You need to get ready for a nap, and your sister's sleeping, buddy. Come on, don't start doing this today. You've been so good, so good. There's the lines again. One, two.
Buckle, I think I found one of those flight recorders.
Great.
End this
There
just
should be
before
more
I have
floating
to
around the
fly.
Roanoke.
Okay, I'll see what I can turn up.
Aiming is hard. There it goes. How am I doing on everything? I can use some more ammo. Whoop. I've got a worker shooting at me somewhere. I wonder how much there is to actually explore out here, because you don't really come out here nearly as long as you should. Two more. There's these ones that like open up this stuff. I love my nap times. One problem is now that my couch is busted, my nap times kind of suck because I have to like lay on the floor. But we should have designated nap time. Like they have tea time and prayer time. I want nap time. Adult nappy time. You are little, and little people have to nap.
All right, Ellie. I think I have enough flight
Yeah, I don't know.
recorders to
You
reconstruct
really
a
don't
safe
like
route
naps. I
to
don't
the
understand
planet.
why.
Great. What's next?
I put it all together into a navigation module and then plug it into the shuttle.
You're gonna need to take naps.
Just
You're gonna be in
need to find a
preschool
bench.
next year.
Should be easy
This
enough.
year, actually, in August. You're gonna pull me so hard. Can you not, please? Can you not, please? Hello? Thank you. This is why you need nap. No awkwardly quiet parts of space in this game. Who you guys nap time 2021? If I ever run for president, that's gonna be my platform that I run on. Naps 2021. Seriously, are you kidding me right now? He's falling apart. He's falling apart worse than the game is. It's gonna be nap time 2021. But have you ever seen the video where it's the guy that says it's fucking bedtime and he kicks the light out and it breaks? That's gonna be my platform. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be some dude yelling it's fucking bedtime and then smashing a light. I don't care too much. But I got it anyway. I need you to stop, please. Your sister is sleeping like you should be. You're almost there, bud. Just less than 20 seconds. Not really. Less than a minute. You're almost there. Just another minute. Wow, I'm getting like none of those ration seals. That's insane. I need to make some ammo. Oh. Good damage. Oh, just +1 damage. Okay. Good. Still can't get over there, but I really think it's because I'm missing a
that does it.
frame.
We should have all the parts we need.
Thank God. Now let's plot a course for the nearest shipping lane and get the hell out of here.
Robert. We're going to the planet.
Ellie, I know that's how this all started, but we are way over our heads. We can't take on a whole planet full of those goddamn things.
If not us, then who? Earthgov is gone. Robert, we're the only ones left who can do this, and you know it.
Ellie,
I'd vote for me too.
admit
Oh, wait.
It sounds crazy. I mean, how do we know there's really a solution down there?
Because you told me.
Don't say yucky words.
In the Admiral's quarters.
Technically, they shouldn't be saying yucky words either.
And that's exactly what we're going to do.
Damn straight. Captain, we can't pass this up. Carter, I don't need your mutiny on top of all this. If I say we're not going, we're not going.
No, Ellie's right. There's a shot here and we're gonna take it. Now, you can come with us, or you can try to stop us, but remember, around here, we're worse dead than alive. Ellie, get the
I think
shuttle
100%
first.
just agrees with
I'm on my way.
Ellie just to piss off Norton. What's above me? Spot on. Alright, alright, alright. Hear you. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Yeah, here's scavenger bot. Where do you need to go? Oh, there you are. I should be able to land this thing that should be the end of the chapter, if I remember correctly. That's where the chapter ends. Not that I don't trust this game to screw me over if I end it now, but I don't trust this game to not screw me over when I end it now, so I think I'm going to land the ship and be like, yep, there we go, that's it for the day. Unless I decide to play Fortnite later, but I don't think I am. I don't think today's a Fortnite day. Transfer done.
All right, navigation module installed for what it's worth.
Wait, I'm not getting any. Ah, there it goes.
Just a second,
Just in
jeez.
time. Looks like our flight window's
Jeez.
approaching.
Good. I'm coming aboard.
What?
Well, I'm glad to see you too. What's that look for?
He's so tired.
This is going to work, right?
Our window's coming up.
My order's been picked up from Taco Bell already? Wow, that was quick.
Hey, what's up
Order's
with
gonna be here
oxygen
soon.
injector? Suck on, they're not locked down.
I tried, but the threads are rusty.
Let me see what
I just realized she has one green eye and one blue eye.
Those pops loose, the cabin fire's gonna burn us up.
Did I really never notice that the entire time I played the game?
Do me a favor. Find the pressure reading on the main console.
Huh.
Let me know when I have a solid seal.
That's pretty cool. Little detail I never noticed.
That's done something. I saw the needle jump.
Okay.
There we go. Pressure is rising.
Alright, that should be fun.
It's steady. Ready when you are.
Fire.
This is suicide. Those mines will rip this ship apart.
It'll hold. Okay, everyone. Let's see if this thing can fly.
Fuel lines are go.
Sensors online. I'm seeing mines at 2,000 meters.
Targeting computer's spinning up. Okay, Isaac. You have the controls.
I want the controls. Apparently this achievement is way easier if you do it 2 players, because then one person can control the ship, one person can control the gun. But like, that's not an option right now. Plus there's the part where the fuel lines get knocked off, and you have to like put them back together. And it's apparently easier with 2 people, because then one person can do that, and the other one can do this. Can't see. A very finite amount of mines too, so I really have to be like careful I want this achievement. Otherwise I gotta restart it all again, and yeah, I don't want to do that. Come on, start walking on here. Yeah, the game just fucked me. Yes, it did. I definitely missed at least 1 or 2 of those. That sucks.
10 seconds
not getting that.
8.
Doesn't she get decapitated?
On course. If we hit it at the wrong
I got it. Here's where the fun begins.
3, 2, 1.
That one too. Alright, yeah, I'm not getting this run. Alright. Now I got 2 more runs to go. 3 more runs to go. At least. Now. Now part 2. Now part 3. Obviously, this is kind of supposed to. I'm not supposed to take damage with this press supposed to happen.
We're coming in too hot.
Give me a course correction.
The sooner we get to the ground, the sooner I can get
Like, reach the window.
make my kid food. Let's go.
I'm sending you a new vector.
Why is it that they want me to not only fly the ship, but then also like shoot things?
They're shaking apart.
Someone else should be flying it at least. Rip. Hi, Rose. You're the best character. I hope you don't die. You're the main character, really. Why do you have to? The amount of people on this boat, not a single person can do this but you. Tell me, no one else on here has a kinesis module. Much again. Much of my food is coming. Much to do about foods. Oh, the spicy stuff. That man has no head. His head game is on.
I can't see anything. What's there else to do?
There's a weird display that comes up every so often. Like, oh, yeah, this is your vector. Drop. That. Dodge it. That. I'm very surprised if I'm just getting it. I think I missed it. Wait, I got only 1. Oh, no, shit, I got it. Oh, shit! That was unintentional. I thought I missed it. I thought I was like, oh, I'm screwed. Nice. That's like one of the harder achievements. Okay, not the hardest. Hardcore is the hardest. It's one of the harder ones because it's a very, very finite amount, so I must have only missed the 1. This is like 71 objects and you need 70. Cool. I got a victory out of this. I'd say #1 victory royale, but no. Alright, I just need Isaac to wake up and for it to tell me it's another chapter and I'll be fine. Hero? Come on. Landing. Getting up. Come on, tell me a new chapter. Tell me you're a chapter. Malfunction, which you somehow fix every time. Oh, I guess the suit stations fix it. Whatever. Chapter. It's nice enough to give me a health kit. Look at that chapter. Talvolantis.
Ellie!
Hey, Grayson. Huh? What? Oh, I never realized I could look around here. Oh, look at that. I never realized I could look around this room. Huh. Cool. Learn something new every time. Oh, no, it says manual classic. Okay, so that's gonna be my stream for today. Unless I hop on Fortnite later on. But we are making actually remarkably good progress on this classic run, considering it's supposed to be harder than casual, and harder than the base game. Yeah, it's so far easier for some reason. I'm not sure if it's because there's less enemies so far or what, but it definitely feels way easier. And I got a nice achievement out of it all. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the rest of my day. I hope everyone gets to enjoy the rest of their day.